So today's video is not fixing a saw. It's about this little thing that people keep overpaying for. Now I've got one on the shelf that runs fantastic when it runs, but we're going to go ahead and we're just going to jump right into what you need to be doing with these saws. We're going to go over them, a little history on them, and I'm going to tell you where to put the damn thing. So let's get started here. Now, I've been seeing this for quite a while, and most recently, within the last few weeks, people buying these little mini Macs, which were fantastic saws. You know, they were developed in the 70s and throughout time to replace the Power Mac 6 that are overbuilt, and McCulloch was actually losing money on each one of them because the failure rate was so minimal that they needed to build something that was disposable. The Mini Macs are disposable chainsaws. They were not meant to be worked on easily. Dealers would not touch them. These were like $89 saws, throwaway saws. And there are people paying $25 for saws in this exact condition as I'm holding it. All right, now, if you like that, if it makes you happy, that's cool. But, you know, buying shed loads of these, you're buying what somebody else has collected for years from some other guy from garage sales who didn't want to mess with it and probably bought it from somebody else. And it's just one of those, you're the next guy to get a bunch of these saws and pay $75 for like 10 of them, and you're buying pretty much a waste of time. You know, you've got no spark on it, then you're going to be digging into this whole thing to try to get that diagnosed. The carburetor on these is in the back here. You have to disassemble, take everything out of this to do that. And it's just, you can bench run these off of a fuel setup and everything to see if it runs fine before you put it back in. But it's just more of a pain in the ass to try to fix one of these than to save it. So mine, I do have a video of doing a hyperlapse of putting it back together, the carburetor. Now, what you see in that hyperlapse video is a half hour to 40 minutes of me putting it together, and it is just a complete nightmare for one of the screws to put the carb back together. And I got lucky and got it together the first time, and it works. But when that saw gets hot, it doesn't want to run right. So it's one of those, don't put it under too heavy a load for too long. It's good for tree trimming, little stuff and everything, and it's run fantastic. Now, I did a trade on it. It was a $10 saw I had, traded it. It's made its money. I've made, well, $300 off that saw. So if it dies, it owes me nothing. But these little saws right here, it's just, yes, they are disposable. And that is coming from people who have worked at McCulloch dealers. Now, disposable, it just depends on the eyes of the beholder. If they want to throw it away, they want to fix it, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to stop you. But for the majority of people who know better, it's just throw it away. So really, it's just kind of a rant. It's kind of one of those, don't waste your time on these. If it does have a problem, don't waste your time. You know, there are better options. Get a newer saw. Find something that runs. Now, the biggest downside, like I say, the auto oilers on them, they can leak. Mine, the auto oil, I don't know. All right, it'll pour it everywhere. It still runs. It still works. When it dies, it dies. I don't even run an air filter on it. I use a prime ball to start. I'm not going to sit there and pull 3 days on it to get it to run. That's another thing. These get hot. They don't want to do that. Pull starts on them and stuff. Thankfully, they made it to where you can actually easily fix that. Now, that's something I would fix, all right? The rope breaks, you can fix that. That's no biggie. Don't do that. Worry about that. But the carburetor trashes out. You'll lose ignition. Even getting the spark plug, you know, is a pain in the butt to get out. Putting a compression checker in there is almost impossible. But you see these in the trash, it's there for a reason. You see somebody selling on Marketplace, $20, doesn't run. Guess what? Just put it in the trash. Leave it there. You see a guy with a shed full of them, just and he's got an ad, 25 bucks, 75. Let him keep a shed full. They're better off as scrap. So the best thing I could say for these is put these things in the trash where they belong, or so help me. Put it in the trash can, move on with your life. Same goes for all the other Black & Decker series made ones. All right, other than, they made the 80cc series and stuff, the 800 series and stuff, those are good, but there's some things that just belong in the trash when they die, and the McCulloch Mini Mac series is that. It's just get rid of it, say goodbye to it. Move on, save your money, save your time. I've seen guys, I've been in this thing 3 times now. I can't get the fuel. I can't do this. Or, then the best thing is just put it in the damn trash. All right. Now, I'm not against fixing stuff, but there are guys who have literally gotten so frustrated on these things, they get out of the hobby. They give up. They look at themselves as failures. No, those are designed to be thrown away. Those are designed to be trashed. They are a throwaway saw. And most modern saws and generally power equipment, you will see on them, they have a hours rating on them to be thrown away before, it just wears out. It's no good and stuff like that. We live in a throwaway world. And this was the beginning of that. And it's still one of those things I see it. Like I said, I'm making this video because I saw that. A guy did that, selling it. I bought this for $20, literally looking like that, and it has no spark. And I'm like, all right, I've been thinking about this for weeks. We're just going to do it. As you can see behind me, I'm busy doing a motorcycle stuff, and I finally see that. I'm like, I'm just going to stop, and we're going to finally make this video. So put that thing in the trash where it belongs, or so help me. All right? Just do it. Throw it away. Move on with your life. Have a great day, everybody. And thank you for watching. And I have Power Max 6 videos that you can watch if you want. I don't have any on the Mini Max other than that one hyperlapse. I'll probably put the link in the description for you all. Maybe up there at the top side. I don't know. But until then, thanks for watching. Whoops. In the damn trash where it belongs. I just can't even. People just grasping and holding onto these all the time. Just throw it away.